All right, YouTube, we're back. Got everything put up in the toolbox. You know, for the most part, I think up here what I'm going to do is I'll keep the case sorter for that Lee Loadmaster up here in the top, and then I'll keep my tool heads. I can lay them down up here without any problems. I only have two right now, so we'll have to rethink that. I'll probably wind up using these cabinets. Come on, focus. Probably wind up using these cabinets over here to help me, as I already have my tumbler and stuff in there. So we're, you know, like I said, I'm in the process of getting things done. What I've got in here, spare tool head, all my spare parts. Took my case feeder off because I didn't want to get it bent up while I was in the process. I have an extra powder measure in here as well, and my case feeder tubes, I've just got them bundled up right now. Put them in here out of the way. I'll probably wind up storing them up here in the top. I've got a place up here that I can put them. We'll see. But that's what I've got going on there. And this drawer, I have, well, I don't know if it's just cold or what the deal is with the focus. I apologize. This is where I keep all my bullets. These are, I have Speer Gold Dot and some Hornady XTPs, and then also some Remington jacketed hollow points that I keep in here. The way I organize here, these gray ones are for my .40 caliber. The blue is for 9mm, and that's how I just sort of keep things separated. And then I have tags inside the boxes on what the bullets are and the weight and all that. So that's what we got going on in that drawer. Next drawer down, I'm just keeping empty plastic reloading boxes. When I'm doing test loads on my 9mm, I use these orange boxes. You can see it says test on it. That way I know that not to get them mixed up, and I've got something going on. Typically what I'll do is when I was working up loads, I would do a load in each box, different weight grains and things like that, till I found something that I needed, that I really liked. And then once I get everything loaded, they'll go into blue boxes for the 9mm, and then I'll go in and label them. You've seen that in my ammo storage box. I keep plastic trays. This is a .40 caliber tray. I'll probably use it for 45 too when I start reloading 45s. And I use this for bullet inspection, and when I get to reloading, I'll show you how that works. Once I get the loaded rounds in, then I've got a couple of trays for 9mm too. So I've got that in that drawer. Here we have my .40 caliber ammo boxes. This is my sorting bin, and we'll go into a little more detail. What I've got in here is just different types of 9mm brass that's good. I break things up into, when I'm reloading and I'm doing 9, I'll bring out these 3 bins, and what I have in here are actually, let's see if I can find oh, everything just went wrong. What I have, these are rounds that I've loaded up that meet all my specifications as far as length, how things are sized. They're not primed, and I just keep them separate, and they're marked. Sorry, you can't see. They're marked with tape, and those are the different types of load. I've got a lead, that one there in the middle. That's lead. See what this one is. That's a fill focus. That's a Remington Gold Dot. Focus. And the other two rounds that I'll load up. This one over here on the right is a Remington jacketed hollow point, and then this one right here is a Hornady XTP. And so I just keep those in there. That way I know. That's why I've got the tape on them. And then prime brass. This is brass that as I'm reloading, if I ever stop or I'm inspecting or something, and I'll check it and I'll pull them out and I'll just save them. You know, you get to the point sometimes where you can just run some singles through. Just don't want to focus very well today. And so I keep all my prime brass separated. And then this last one here is probably one of my favorite ones. This is the oops and no-nos. What I do here, you can see that one doesn't have a primer in it. It's a lead bullet. I don't even know if it has, can't even tell if it has powder in it or not. That's what I do. You know, every once in a while you'll, just trying to think, you know, you'll have something like this happen. Have a primer going sideways, so I'll just pull those out, and I'll pull the bullets later on, or if you're not keeping your press clean, that one went in sideways. no primer. A lot of these are just when I'm getting the press set up. This one, you can see it's got a dent. If I'll get it to focus here, you can see, oh, there you go. See, it's got a dent on the primer. I think what happened there, got a little piece of powder or something on the press, and I just noticed that as I was inspecting my rounds. I'll just throw all these in here, then what I'll do is I'll use a bullet puller and come out here in the shop when I get a chance and do that. And I do the same for the 40, and those are just spare bins back there where I sort different brass. I keep my nickel brass separate. I just like it. This drawer, keep my powder. Those are the trays, my bullet catch trays. There's a bin right there with just lead bullets in it. Primer tray where I keep all my primer trays and parts for that. And down here in the bottom, focus. Sorry, I apologize. I don't know if it's just the cold weather, not enough light in here. Probably not enough light. This is where I've got all my brass down here in the bottom. I'm still in the process of getting some of it sorted, but that's just a good place. Boxes are some 45 long Colt, have some 223, 45 long Colt, 40 caliber, 9mm, all in there. Some of it's cleaned and deprimed. Some of it's, I don't know, gonna have to go back and through look at it. This is a sheet I keep in my reloading log, and it just shows me, I went and looked at all my cavities on my presses and just wrote everything down. And this is what I load. You can see there, 165 grain hand cast lead. I use 7 grains accurate number 5. This is for 40 Smith & Wesson. And then 155 grain Remington jacketed hollow point. There's what I've gotten at accurate number 5, and then it shows me what cavity I use there. So I just that was fun to go back and look at that, and has all my parts lists and things. So that's what I've got on my reloading. Here's my reloader. It's a Lee Loadmaster. I'm not trying to get it set up today. I've got to pull it all apart, get it cleaned up, put it back together, because it's been sitting, like you can see, almost 20 years. I have some cool stuff coming in on from a company I found online, and I'll give you some reviews on some of their gear as I'm getting this set up and going through that. So that's what we got going on. That's what I've got done today, and I'm getting ready to start working on my cleaning kit. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 drawers in there that I'll be able to get all this organized. So we'll see what we can get done. I might not be able to get anything done on that until I get some divider trays to put in there. So we might have to go shopping and looking for that later on. But YouTube, I appreciate you watching, hanging around for the video. If you have any comments, please leave them. Questions, you can PM me. I've got a new email address. It's westtexasprepper@hotmail.com. westtexasprepper@hotmail.com. If you want to send me a private message or something until we get all the Google Plus stuff worked out, you can do that. I'll link that down in the bottom, and we'll go from there. But I appreciate you watching. Do what you can with what you have, where you're at.